We could have this country on its knees if we all boycott Christmas. Christmas, Thanksgiving, boycott it. Be done. We could have the country on its knees. Like, you want to talk about a protest? Protest Christmas. And maybe they'll listen to us then. Because the companies are going to be so affected by that. They're going to take away our EBT. They're taking away healthcare. They're taking away jobs. I mean, it's not going to be that hard to not shop for Christmas. I mean, I'm already broke. I don't know about you guys, you know? Like, fuck that shit. We'll just boycott it. See what happens then.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel once again. So guys, you have been seeing how majority of black Americans have been coming out and saying how they are boycotting this Christmas. Right now also we are seeing the white people, also the white Americans, they have come out and they are joining black Americans by boycotting Christmas. So kindly guys, I want you to watch this compilation of videos and see how also the white Americans, they are joining black Americans boycotting this Christmas. So watch this, then I'll be back with more comment.
So I see that people want to boycott Christmas. I've been boycotting Christmas for 30 years, and I'm surprised at how long it is taking people to wake up to what this is all about. But I'm not complaining because it's happening finally. People have waken up to the truth that all of these things, these rituals, every single year, these so-called holidays or holy days, are all what I hate to say pagan, because originally pagan was just the worship of nature. Okay, so that got twisted into worshiping inanimate objects. And that's ironic because that's exactly what Christianity is doing. And they started doing this. Why? Because people originally were worshiping nature and the power of nature and the power of nature within themselves. You can't have that if you want to control people. You have to get them to worship externally. So at any rate, Christmas is a mockery of the internal process of raising chrism. And we all know that Santa brings gifts down the chimney, right? That's your manna. And then returns back up the chimney again. And he does this with magic, right? So this is all symbolism about the inner process of your own raising of manna, bringing gifts to yourself, which is your sustenance. But we're taught to worship a Christmas tree. Chop down all the trees, right? Kill all the trees, bring them in, worship them, put lights on them to where it actually represents the world model, which is in the shape of this. You take a sphere or an oblate sphere, right? Like that, and then you match the path of the sun or mark it within that sphere, and it'll go up like this, and then it'll come back down like this. Okay, and at the same time, it's moving out over the flat plane. It's circling the whole time, right? It circles in and it circles back out, okay? So that's your Christmas tree. Polaris is the light or the angel at the top of the tree. And it's also your body. It represents your own Merkaba energy body. So boycotting Christmas has nothing to do with attacking Christians, because most Christians don't understand what Christianity actually is. Maybe I would assume most of them are good people, right? They just are ignorant. And I don't mean to insult you or anyone else, but ignorant means you don't have the knowledge of what this truly is about. So it's not an attack on people that call themselves Christians, but an attack on the system that has been corrupting the original information, knowledge, and teachings. And it's also an attack on the so-called beast system, which has all of us enslaved to where we cannot survive unless we are completely dependent upon these corporations that hoard the resources, destroy our environment, blame us for it, and then take all the resources and sell them back to us, causing us to work our asses off for the pieces of paper that they make from the trees they chop down. This is what we are standing up and saying no more for. That's why we're doing this. If you want to beat the system, you have to opt out of the system, because you're not going to beat it any other way. You have to stop playing the game.
If I see one more freaking video about it's a Ralph Lauren mother freaking Christmas, I'm going to lose my mind. I am going to lose my mind, because why is it that every freaking year there's a new trending theme for Christmas? Everyone goes out and buys all this fucking bullshit to redo their Christmas decor so that it's trendy. Fuck that shit. Do you see what's going on in our fucking country right now? We're about to lose voting rights. We have a dictator in place. Let's see. We're in a freaking recession. You got the money to go out there and spend for your Ralph Lauren Christmas? Good for freaking you, because you want a few. You a few. Like, why are we even having Christmas this year? I think Christmas should be canceled. I think we should not spend. We should boycott. Christmas should be time with family, and that's about it. Like, we need to not be spending. We need to not. Christmas is canceled. Christmas is canceled 2025. Period. End of it.
I'm glad that we all came to an agreement to boycott all of these brands and companies for the holiday season, because I feel like they need to be hit where they feel it, and our dollar is the only way that they're going to feel it. And they're already starting to feel it. That's why you see, like, in CVS, there's so many black Santa Clauses, and, you know, they're going all out of their way to try to get our money. But it's like, no, it's time to eat the rich. It's time to eat the rich. That's it. That's all. And the corporations too, because I'm sick of them. The corporations make all this money and can't even give their employees decent salaries. But then the fucking CEOs and the COOs are making millions of dollars each year. Like, no.
I cancelled Christmas. I did it. I pulled the pin. Every single year I fantasize about just saying, no, can't do it. And I did it. I called the family. I'm not flying home to Sydney. Lost out money, but it was so worth it. I tossed and turned with guilt. And then I woke up and realized the guilt was gone. And I just told everyone the truth. I couldn't do everything. I was either going to be able to do the stuff that I wanted to do that was important to me and my work stuff and everything I needed, or make Christmas happen, you know, make miracles happen, fly here, make everyone happy, do all the stuff. But I was not going to be able to do both. If I did try, I was going to do a crap job at both. And you know, I expected everybody to be cranky and angry and resentful, and not a single person gave me attitude. I mean, a couple didn't like respond. That was literally one or two. But everybody else was really supportive. I called my mum and told her how I was feeling, and she was the first one to say, you can't do it all. Don't do it. Prioritize what really matters. My only regret is that I just didn't do this in all those years past when I just felt like I was overwhelmed. I wish I had just told the truth.
Are you canceling Christmas? Have you heard about this? I have been entertaining the thought because I really am on board with the bigger picture, right? Like, corporations suck. They're sucking the life out of us. They are not listening to us in the government, which is controlled by big corporations. I am struggling to really cancel Christmas because it is a magical time. I have a 3 and 5-year-old, so this might be the last year that my almost 6-year-old believes in Santa, and I want to give him a good Christmas. So I wanted to share some ideas of things that we are doing to try to participate in canceling Christmas without completely participating in canceling Christmas. First, there is a blackout. Have you heard about the boycott that is supposed to be from November 25th through December 2nd? We are certainly participating during that time. We're not doing Black Friday. We're not doing Cyber Monday, but we are still going to buy some gifts. But here's what we're doing. One, we are going to do less. We're going to buy for less people. We're going to buy a little bit less for our kids. Two, we are going to focus on things that they need. They are small and they're growing fast. They need coats, they need shoes. So we're going to focus on things that they need. And then three, for people that are not in my immediate family, which I'm considering my kids, my spouse, and our parents, I am buying local. So I went to a local like trade show, craft show last weekend, and I'm going to one, not this weekend, but next, and just keeping it in my community. But I know for my kids, I am going to have to buy some things from big box stores because I do need to get them some shoes and things like that. So if you're struggling to figure out how you can participate, maybe these are some good ideas for you. If you have other ideas that are really practical, and keep in mind that like we do still want to have a magical Christmas for them. It is a magical time, but I do get the bigger picture and want to participate. So that's what we're doing. I think every little bit helps. And if you've got better ideas, more ideas, please share.
Me and my kids are not participating in Christmas this year, but before you go and call us a bunch of Grinches, hear me out, okay? So I was born in the 80s when I believed Christmas actually served a purpose. However, today I don't think it does. I think it is a waste. I think it is an entire scam. Stay with me. So back in the 80s, you only got things on your birthday or Christmas. If you had holes in your pants, tough shit, you're gonna run around with holes in your pants until your Christmas or your birthday. If those 2 days are not near, you're going to be running around with holes in your pants. Fast forward to today, if you want a new pair of pants, you just go get that new pair of pants, okay? We are a society with Amazon and other freaking online stores at our fingertips. If we want something, we go and get it within reason, of course, okay? But we're not waiting for Christmas or birthdays to get the things that we want. So why are we spending one day to buy more crap that we don't need? That just doesn't make sense to me, okay? Not only that, I value experiences, which obviously I'm my kids' parent, so they tend to kind of adopt whatever I think. So luckily, my kids also value experiences over things. Of course, they like nice things. I like nice things. However, experiences are just so much more valuable to us. And because we have a lot of experiences in life, we go cool places, we see cool things, we immerse ourselves into cultures, things just tend to not be as important. So this year, not doing gifts.
Okay, so today's October 2nd. So it gives us roughly, 2.5 months until Christmas? I don't think Christmas is in our budget this year. Really curious on how many other people are going to skip Christmas this year. You can give gifts any time of the year. You can show being grateful or appreciative, or just giving gifts to see someone smile any time of the year. Black Friday, reason why they have Black Friday? It's because a lot of companies are in the red right now. They usually are towards the end of the year, and they want to get into the black, i.e. Black Friday. They don't care about us. Why should we care about them? Stay in the red. Peace.
People are saying that Christmas is canceled because we're boycotting big business and consumerism. What are you talking about? Do you want them to win? If you haven't had a non-consumerist Christmas before, then you're missing out. We need to celebrate harder than we've ever celebrated before. Unity, peace, joy, love, celebration. Those are the best weapons that we have in uncertain times, especially spiritually. The options are not Ralph Lauren Christmas or nothing at all. The biggest grift ever is holiday companies coming up with new trends every year to force us to go out and spend what little we have on this year is pink and green Christmas. This year is white and gold Christmas. You know what's far superior? This vibe. Things lovingly collected throughout the years. And this year I'm going to walk you through how to create a non-consumerist but super magical Christmas. Step one before you think about getting anything else is going through all your crap and seeing what you can get rid of. Then you are either going to host a swap party with your friends, clothes, toys, Christmas decorations, or you're going to just donate a ton of stuff. And this way we can all get new things at affordable prices and also not be overwhelmed with stuff. For decor, gifts, all of it. Facebook Marketplace, thrift stores, hand making things. We're foraging for greenery for decor. It's fun. It smells amazing. It will make you feel like you're in the Little Women books. We're utilizing things we've collected throughout the years. It doesn't all have to match. You are free to include anything you think is cute. If this sounds overwhelming, simplify it. For me this year, I'm doing felt and paper. So that means I'm making a little felt garland out of these stars, probably some other little ornaments, and I will be making a couple of gifts for my kids out of this felt. I'm gonna make paper chains out the wazoo and put them everywhere. You can use leftover wrapping paper for this, or you can go on Etsy, get really pretty paper. This is Florentine paper, Italian paper, $5.95 for a little pack of it. Like, cut it extra tiny if you like. Try giant ones. Mix it up a little bit. It's chic. 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 I mean, change the color scheme. It's just paper, you know? You can make so much out of paper. I mean, you can't tell me this isn't gorgeous. Simple, effective, and the waste level very low. Look, I know we don't all have time to make everything from scratch, but you can go a long way with foraged greenery and some paper snowflakes. For the things you don't have time to home make, you've got Etsy, you've got small businesses to support, and I know that sounds expensive, but it's actually not if you're not going overboard. Let's just have fun with it, because you don't have to consume nothing to not be consumerist. We just have to consume more mindfully and intentionally.
The last thing I want to do is celebrate Christmas. Buying people gifts, buying my son gifts that he's gonna play with for 2 days. Like, everybody getting $50 gift cards at this point. Like, I might keep my Christmas tree right in the closet. Why? No, but seriously, thinking about the unnecessary money we gotta spend. Like, why we can't just celebrate Christmas, put up our beautiful trees, sing Christmas carols, and call it a day? Who even came up with the idea of Christmas gifts? Like, and don't tell me it's Jesus' birthday, because I'm gonna smack you. Because if that is the case, if it's Jesus' birthday, why we can't just like celebrate him like every other holiday? Who came up with the putting up a tree, putting gifts under the tree? Santa Claus, like. I swear this year I am in no holiday spirit. Like, outside expensive. We all here trying to figure out how to survive. And you trying to tell me Christmas is here already? Like, son's birthday, Halloween, what, Thanksgiving, Christmas.
I vote we cancel Christmas. All this fucking consumerism and all this shit and these fucking billionaires, and you know, we fucking canceled Disney, we canceled Target, and we did really good at that. I say we cancel Christmas. I fucking hate Christmas anyways. I'm an atheist through and through. I hate Christmas. Ask my kids. Ask my kids. When they were little, I did it up for them and did all that stuff, but I hate Christmas. I hate it. I don't know what to buy for you. Let's just give like $5 food items. I hate Christmas. Cancel Christmas. Cancel Christmas. Cancel Christmas. Cancel Christmas. I vote we cancel Christmas. All this fucking consumerism and all.
Apparently, sometimes the obvious has to be said. And in case you did not know, Christmas is motherfucking canceled this year. Like, we're not spending money, people. If you don't need something, do not buy it. Shopping local, don't do it. Like, I'm sorry to all the business owners. I'm in the service industry, and I think people should not be eating out. Like, we are all going to have to get uncomfortable if we're going to make any change. So yeah, Christmas is fucking canceled. If you really feel the need to buy something, and I might do this, to be honest, get your kids a nice advent calendar and call it a fucking year.
So is Christmas canceled because people can't pay their light bill and, like, get food? So, like, what are we doing for Christmas?
I'm starting to think about Christmas, and I'm going to be honest, I think we should just boycott these companies this year. I'm not even thinking about it from a political perspective, even though everything is political, right? But I'm looking at it more from a we're all struggling kind of perspective. It's really messing me up the way that people are just avoiding the things that are happening in our world, our country, our society. And we are just so consumed by little treats and just the despair that a lot of people are just avoiding what's happening because they think that's just the best way to handle this. And I think that we can make a really big impact if we decide to boycott these companies this year.
Okay, here are some ways that I am
prioritizing keeping our money in our communities. The first thing is I'm prioritizing secondhand and handmade gifts. So if you are receiving a gift from me this year for the holidays, it will likely be either something that I made with my hands or something that I found secondhand, or something that made me think of you that I found in my local community. I am not giving my money to large corporations for knickknacks. I know that during the holidays, there's a big push of like little lotions and hand soaps and stuff. I am taking the time, instead of doom scrolling on my phone, to create some gifts. And I'm starting to think about that now. It is the middle of October. I don't want it to be Christmas week and then I'm there frantically trying to figure out what to give my daughter's teacher, and end up falling into that trap. In the past, I have had an Amazon wish list for my daughter for items that we may want for her and all that stuff. And I think I've come to realize, after not having an Amazon account for a few months now, that a lot of the things that we end up buying on there are actually not really necessities. I know that for a lot of people, it could be, if you live in a remote area where you can't access that's a different story. But I live in a very busy, easy to access location. So I don't need a lot of the things that are on Amazon. And if I do, I can find them at a local store. For my daughter, this year, instead of sending an Amazon wish list, I will be sending a link to her 529 account, so that if you are planning to spend $10 to $20, whatever it is, on a gift for her, I would actually prefer you put that money towards her education fund. This is just like an example of small actionable ways in which I am participating in the economy, or refusing to participate in this economy. I think that it's very easy for you to just say, well, I'm going to just buy this. Like, no, take assessment of the things that you really absolutely need. I think that we are underreacting to what's going on in the world right now, and specifically in this country. There's no reason why a bag of Tostitos costs $9.99 when the minimum wage is like $12 an hour. What do you mean that it takes me an hour of labor for me to be able to buy a bag of chips? That is insane and dystopian. And I think we have the power to send a message.
So guys, I hope you have watched that video and you have seen how also white people, they are joining black Americans boycotting this year Christmas. And it is not only they are going to boycott Christmas, also they are boycotting Black Friday and any other holiday which it is coming. Black Americans, they are now canceling all holidays simply because the black Americans, they don't want to go out and spend their dollars to the corporate, which later they will not come and help them when they need their help. So this is now how the black people, they are going to punish this corporate and these retailers, simply because these people, whenever black people, they have been going through a lot challenges and the struggle, these corporate, they have never come out and tried to help black people. Whenever black people, they have been going broke, whenever black people, they need their help, these corporate, they never come out and help them. So right now, the only punishment that black Americans, they are giving this corporate, it is by boycotting their businesses coming this Christmas. Instead of black Americans going out and spend their dollars, they have decided to use those money to the people who need, for those people who they are sleeping under, to the street boys, to the street people who are homeless. Those are how black Americans, they are going to spend their Christmas. So if this corporate, they think that black Americans, they will go out and spend their dollars, no. Right now, black Americans, they are closing their wallet. Right now, they are closing their wallet. And also right now, black Americans, they are so brave. They are now saving those money, simply because they don't know what will happen in America. Because right now we can see the American economy, it is it is not small, it is not good. We have seen how this administration, it has destroyed the American economy. We have seen how right now the things are there. There is a high cost of living. We have been seeing the grocery price. We have been seeing how things they are in America. And right now, black Americans, they have decided, no, we are not going to spend our dollars. Right now, it is the time for us to save. And also, guys, I want to share some of the comment here and see what other people that are coming out and say how also white people, they are joining black Americans boycotting Christmas. This one saying that protect the black dollar at all costs. Exactly. Right now, black Americans, what they are doing is they are protecting their dollars. You know, black people, it is that race which it is known for supporting these other races. If there is a race which support these other races. It is the black races. Black races, they usually support the Chinese. Black people, they usually support the Indian. Black people usually support white people, and these people, they have been taking that for they've been using that as an advantage, simply because they know that black people, they will come and support them. But whenever black people, they need their help, these races, they usually not come out and help black people. So right now, black people, they are deciding, no, instead of us going out and use our dollars to you, let us use the dollars to the people who need it, to those people who are sleeping hungry, to those people who are homeless. That's why we are going to spend our Christmas. And also, we are going to support our black owned businesses. Yeah, right now, black Americans, they are not boycotting the black corporate. No, they are going to support the black businesses. And that's why you can see America right now, they are furious with all this boycotting. This one is saying that let me just read this one, saying that let the immigrant do it. They got free education from affirmative action by being classified as black in Invey College, especially Nigerians and Indian people, but FBA were denied affirmative actions. This one is saying that protect the black period even from other black. Do you see the amount of videos on black Americans being done by African that are being pushed to the forefront? So this one is saying that black people, they need also to black people in Africa also, they need to come out and also support the black Americans by spreading the news of boycotting Christmas. This one saying that we are not just talking taking black dollars. This is a second chance for all race to stand up and make a difference. This one is saying that our liberation won't come until we stop working for the masters. We need to strike. Exactly. So black liberation won't come until they stop working for the masters. This one saying that boycott Amazon, buy nothing. This one saying that boycott Amazon, buy nothing. This one saying that shut it down, America. This one saying that black Americans, cancel everything. Cancel Christmas, cancel Black Friday, cancel any upcoming holiday. This one saying that the call for general strike is absolutely fitting. It is a will again the general public if you are purposely starving them. They did it in the 1930s. It need to be done now. This one saying that many people of the USA have agreed to boycott the next 3 holidays: Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas, not just November 25 to December 2nd. I joined that. I love when I give a gift, it will be first that I made by my hand. Whoa. So this one is saying that black people, they are boycotting all the 3 holidays: Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. And also we saw Halloween past, and we saw how black people, they also came out and boycott, but not majority of them. This one saying that don't pay tax until corporation do. Exactly, don't pay tax until corporation do. This was saying that boycott until you get what you want. A week is, sorry, let me just read again. Boycott until you get what you want. A week is nothing. Buy local and from small business. Yeah, this one saying that buy local things and from small business. We need also to promote this small business, but we are not going to continue making these people to become more richer. But these people, when they are rich, they are not coming out and help those people who have come out and make them to be richer. This one is saying that stop spending money with them, period. Boycott Thanksgiving and Christmas. This one is saying that love this mayor. Count me in sharing the video so other can join too. Thank you, Mayor. So this one is saying that I agree with the boycott. Listening from Chicago with love and respect and prayer for Africa and the world. This one is saying that let the big corporation suffer big time. This one is saying that I am 77-year-old white woman and I stand with black people everywhere. I will do my part. I am sick of white supremacy. This one is saying that not just 1 week, the rest of the year, November and December, cancel period. Okay, this one also they are coming out and saying that they are also going to cancel the whole of this November, and also they are canceling all of December, Christmas, in any holiday which it is on December, they are going also to cancel it. This one saying that boycott for the next 3 years, therefore no shopping, going to concert, moving and watching television and sport. Watch the apps or YouTube. Those celebrity have the audacity to appear during the presidential election, but they are silent during our issues. Somehow they don't support us, and therefore we don't support them. Shop for your basic necessity and FBA business only. FBA. So this one saying that these people, they usually come out during the election period, but when after election, when something it is bad, when the Americans, they are crying, when they need their help, these people, they usually don't come out and help them. So right now they want to teach them a lesson. So kindly guys, you can also share your thoughts in the comment section. I'll be reading it on my next video. So thank you so much guys. Subscribe if you haven't, like this video, share, and also comment.